All right. Really, story of the game, I thought, we talked about, man, our communication being better, our fundamentals, our technique, and then winning our one-on-ones. I'm pretty sure we did that on a consistent basis, and the tape's going to say that. So, I knew the guys would respond. That was good. It wasn't perfect. We left a lot out there, but that's a step in the right direction. It's good to get the first win, right? It's good to get the first win of the season. And, we got explosives that we needed. St. Brown got us going. I thought Jared Goff played lights out. And more importantly, this offensive line played, I thought, a really, really good game, man. Protection, run game, they really got us going. And then defensively, man, we get the takeaways, 3 takeaways. It's huge. And 4th down stops. So it was just, man, you talk about complimentary football. We did that. And it's a good win. Questions?
You mentioned the offensive line, really both sides of the line this week.
Yep.
Really dominated. Just how impressed were you to have a bounce back like that and win both those matches up?
Well, I mean, I don't know if impressed is the right word. I expected us to do that, man. That goes back to our standards. Those are our standards. And I knew we would play better, because our guys came into work and we knew what we needed to clean up, and we worked at cleaning it up. And they had the right look, and they came out fighting. That's what they do. So that's our O-line and D-line.
You mentioned the explosive plays. I think you had 5 passes of 29 plus, a couple long kids runs. Is it just as simple as when the offensive line plays well, this offense can be as explosive?
Well, look, I'll just bring it. It always starts with the O-line here. It does, and I would say probably most teams, but for sure us. And when they play well, it really allows us to do a lot. It allows us to do a lot. And, that's a prideful unit. And there again, we had a couple of young guys in there that I thought played better. And they're only going to get better the more reps they get. So that was good to see.
Dan, can you talk about now that you're over with the dynamic of facing somebody who coached for the first time in your career becomes a head coach? And do you think that played at all in the motivation of the guys wanting to stand up for you or whatever the case may be?
I mean, I don't know all that. I know this. That was a tough loss last week. That was tough. We went out there. We expected to play much better than we did, we didn't give ourselves a chance. Green Bay got after us pretty good, and so I think more than anything that was a big part of it. I think we answered a lot of questions as it pertains back to what you said. I've said this all along, man. This train keeps rolling, man, and we got plenty here, and it always is going to start with the players. We got players, we got playmakers, and they're made the right way. They're the right kind of guys, man. They know how to get in the ditch and just start digging, man. They don't worry about the other stuff. So, it's a good job.
Were you and your team angry after last week? You said that really the motivation of how you guys played was in a corner regroup this week?
Yeah, I mean, I think, look, who wants to lose? We don't like losing, right? And it's one thing, look, a loss is a loss. They all stink. They hurt. But when you don't feel like you gave yourself a chance, that's even worse, and we didn't even compete. It doesn't mean we didn't try to compete. We never got in a position to where we could compete to finish that game out last week. So I think, to just get back on track, do what we need to do, it was big.
But you always say division games are like 2 games. Just the sense of urgency, the mindset coming into this, like really with the Bears as well, doing the division game. What was that like as well? Just that sense of urgency.
Yeah, I mean, they are. These are big games. They count a lot, and these are the ones you got to get. So, we knew that, but I honestly go back to it. Really, we made it as simple. I made it as simple as, man, let's just clean up the mess that we had last week. I mean, it's really not more than that. There's always going to be this, we don't have the rhythm offensively because we lost Ben, or we're not as good because we lost AG, or this player leaves, or what, and ultimately it's, man, do you have the coaches? Yes. Do you have the players? Yes. We just got to clean a few things up. Man, let's make a better call here in this situation. That'll help the players. The players, man, it's the footwork, it's alignment, it's assignment, it's your finish, and That's really what we focused on.
Dan, it's one thing to say going into a game that takeaways will be a point of emphasis, but what is it about the defensive aggression, the scheme that allowed you guys to actually put that into motion?
Well, I just think there again, we play sticky coverage, you know, we play sticky on the back end, and we do a lot in the front. You know, between our fronts and our backers, we give people a lot of different looks, and to do that, man, your guys got to be on point, and they got to be sound. I mean, Shep gives those guys a lot of leeway now, but that means they all got to be on the same page. But we're fortunate we got some bright guys that are football players, and so when you're able to do that, and you feel like you can, you know, the opponent doesn't always know where it's coming from, and then you can play sticky on the back end, man, that's hard. All it takes is the quarterback holding it for just a tick, and you get there.
And it seems like you guys are a different team coming off a loss. You haven't lost 2 in a row in 3 years or whatever. Are you a different team after a loss?
I just think, look, you're motivated to get that taste out of your mouth. You just, you know, look, you don't ever want to lose focus or not play your best game, but sometimes it happens. And for certain reasons, or you may play great game and at the wrong time you turn the ball over 2 or 3 times, right? No matter what it is, I think it refocuses you, right? There's a sense of urgency that to just, man, let's go back to what we do, let's clean this up, and let's go get a win because nobody likes it. You know, we take it personal, and that's big.
The bread and butter and get back to bread and butter. It may seem so simple, but to get back to that and then to see basically every offensive weapon you had explode, how much easier does it make your job standing in front of your guys again this week?
Well, yeah, I mean, those guys, look, man, those guys, those are our dudes, man. They, you know, they just get out of their way sometimes and let them go. Listen, we're fortunate here, man. We got a stud at quarterback who can handle a ton of information, and can get us in the right play. He's pinpoint accurate, and he's got weapons. And our O-line's playing pretty good. And so, you know, we find our rhythm. We get the first down, and good things normally happen. So it makes me feel a lot better on the sideline seeing that, to answer your question.
Is Tesla just only going to be brought into one?
That's it. That's the only place to be used. What do we need here? We need a one-handed catch right before halftime. Get him in. So, yeah, I'd say that that's 2 opportunities, and he's made 2 plays. So he's going to get more opportunities. Yeah, that was big. You know, that was big. That was we were able to apply a lot of pressure right before halftime, knowing they were getting the ball coming out. That was a big play. That was a big play. Now, that whole thing was, you know, they waving him out, but then nobody's stopping the clock. So we were fortunate that we got an opportunity to do it. And I mean, Goff and Saint making a huge play. It was great. No. Who's that? No, I didn't. You tell me to look that up? All right.
There's been a narrative about you that you
Oh, boy.
can't survive without Ben Johnson or Sean McVay. Today, man, I mean,
All it takes is one game, huh? Just, yeah, all right. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Nothing to say about that. It's, you know, we had a good day today, and we'd have to have a really long press conference if you wanted me to talk about that. But we had a great game, and I felt great out there today.
How important is Saint just to this offense, to what you
Yeah, he's a stud.
passing game?
He's as good as they get in our league. He's a stud. He does everything in the run game, everything in the pass game. As reliable of a player I've ever thrown to in my life. We've got a pretty good chemistry going on now for our 5th year, and it's been fun.
How important is that part of it, though, just the chemistry part after 5 years? Is it almost getting to a point where you just know exactly where he's going to be, at what point, and how difficult is that on the defense?
Yeah, it's hard on defense, and I even think we had the one in cut on 3rd down that, like, we're both kind of like, man, we got to connect on that, like pushing each other in that way. Where Jalen Johnson makes a great play, and it's you know, those are the ones where we're like, no, we need to take it even further. We push each other really hard, we do, and I thought it showed up really on that back shoulder ball to him. Just being able to trust that he knows what I'm thinking and I know what he's thinking, and put it in a spot where only he can catch it, and then he makes the play. Incredible catch. And yeah, it's a lot of work, though. It is. We put a lot of work into it and a lot of talk and figuring those things out.
Dan talked about the offensive line really is at the core of what this offense does and makes you guys.
Yeah.
Kind of just for layman terms, what is it that went so much, was more effective today that allowed you guys to do what you did?
Yeah, those guys really gelled. I think they did. And I think in particular, Tate and Mahogany as younger players kind of were able to get last week out of the way and kind of settle in a little bit today, and more Tate so than Mahogany had experienced last year. But I thought Tate played great today. I haven't seen the tape, but at least in pass pro, I felt firm there. It felt firm. He felt strong. He felt like he was pushing downhill. It felt like he really settled in, and the more reps those guys get, the more they'll settle in, hopefully, as time goes on. And you just want to keep those 5 on the field at the same time, and they'll keep getting better.
Derek, was there any talk in the locker room about facing Ben this week? But was there a dynamic about that? I know you don't want to say anything before
Yeah.
the game, but it's
Sure. Yeah, there was nothing disrespectful about it, though. I think we've got so much respect for him and know what type of coach he is. And we knew he'd have them ready to go and reared up and going. And sure, did he know some of our stuff? Maybe. But, how does he get that communicated to the defense? I don't know. So there was some talk about that. But, no, man, I've got so much respect for him. He's done so much for me personally and our offense in years past that that'll never change.
You guys spoiled fans here for so long, just with how you guys have been able to score. So when you don't score like that, naturally, people gonna overreact after the Green Bay game. But for you guys, speak about the urgency, man, just this week. I just wanted to, how was the urgency for you guys to just get it back on track? Even for some of the new guys.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it was important. I think it was important for us to play efficiently. The points are going to come, the wins are going to come, but just to stay on schedule. I think on that first drive, I think we scored in 5 plays or something. I don't believe we had a 3rd down. Maybe it was 3rd and short or something. That's what we want to kind of get going, that like big chunk play after big chunk play, big chunk run, and just staying on schedule. And then ultimately up front, they want to keep guys off me and limit the sacks and allow me to kind of spread the ball around. And that's playing efficiently. And I thought that showed up incredibly today. And it was good. And at the same time, I will say this, though. I thought the first half we could have really opened it up there, and we didn't. And I thought that was a poor job by us. Our defense got us 3 turnovers, 2 in the 4th down stop. And we got 7 points out of that. It's not even close to good enough. And we were able to come out in the second half, play great, obviously. But that first half, there's still little things there, man, that we can clean up.
Tesla had another ridiculous
Yeah, pretty good, huh?
How much trust do you get in him when he's going up and making a play every time he sees the ball like that?
Yeah, man, a lot. It really gains a lot of trust being able to put the ball kind of anywhere near him and see him come down with it. And that was part of why he was drafted here, is to be that type of player. And he's shown up, man. He really has, and gets better every week. And I'm sure his route tree is just going to continue to grow. I know we've hit the 2 go balls with him, but allowing him to run some different things as well and get the ball in his hands and see what he can do after the catch, all that stuff's coming for him. But, yeah, he's certainly a deep threat, and those 50-50 balls are dangerous when he's out there.
Sure, you guys almost never lose 2 games in a row. You especially, I think it's like 11 times in a row. What happened? Is it anger? Is it focus? What did you guys like that?
Yeah, I think it's just I can only speak from my experience here. Like the want to respond, the want to like right a wrong and like fix things and do it better in practice, and the urgency to improve. I think that Dan's always talking about. Certainly early on in the year, it's just how can we get better every week. And sure, we lost the first week, and so we got better this week. We did. We got better in practice. We worked on certain things. We got better, and some of it showed up today. So, yeah, it's just trying to find ways to respond, and I thought our defense played great as well and gave us a ton of opportunities, and we played as a full unit today.
Couple more guys.
Me? Bad again. Really bad. I know. Really bad. I wanted to get up there because I've seen it for years now. I wanted to get in the Lions leap zone. I'm like, all right, this is my chance, and bad. But I was waiting for someone to kind of help me out and like pull me up there, and I didn't get any help, and not good.
Derek, just in layman's terms, all the explosive plays that you guys got today.
How many do we have?
I think there were 5 passes of like 29 plus. There was
Okay.
a couple runs. So just, why they were there this week and maybe they weren't in the past, probably a lot of reasons, but just in your eyes, why and how important they are to this thing.
They're very important. Yeah, they're very important, and I think we aim for like 6 to 8 maybe we aim for every week to get those explosives. I mean, you have 8 explosives, you're having a pretty good day. Why they were there this week and not last week, we executed better. We did. We got guys open. Guys caught the ball. I threw the ball better. We ran the ball better. We protected better. We did everything better. And I think that's kind of the gist of the whole thing. Like when we do it like we're supposed to, we've got such great players on the perimeter and guys I can distribute to. It should be explosive like it was today. But when we don't do things right, you know, it can bite us. But you know, it's a good lesson for us and. To stay on that kind of urgent improvement and do it again next week. You know, Baltimore's a great team and got to find a way to get better again next week to beat them because I don't know if that would have been enough for them, you know, certainly in the first half. And, yeah, I know it's a long-winded answer, but finding ways to get better every week and those help with those explosives. Yeah, I didn't like that. I thought that was he did a lot for us here, and I don't know if he deserved that.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.
Thank you. Saul, anybody else coming off of last week, being able to generate some turnovers, get after the quarterback, just play really a better brand of football? How important was that today?
Very important. It showed us that we know what we're capable of doing. We know how good we are when we play, we execute what Coach Shep calls, and Coach Shep called a great ball game. And, you know, he put everybody in position to make plays, even though there were still plays that we missed out on, I missed out on. Just moving forward, we know what we reestablished our brand of football, and I feel like this was an important game.
You ever had a play, I don't know if they officially credited it to you, but where you had forced 2 fumbles in a play before, that one that was wrong in the middle of the field right there? Ever had a play like that before? Punching it out, going after it.
No, sir, I never had a play like that before.
What the importance of getting some of those takeaways for you guys, how much you want to accomplish?
It's huge. You know, in this league, that's what it's about, getting takeaways. Winning the turnover battle, and Coach Campbell and Coach Shep, all our coaches preaches that no matter what the offense is doing, defense got to force turnovers. And when we force turnovers, it gives our offense another chance to go score. And just giving them more opportunities, that's what we're supposed to do.
What was your argument there to the official on the roughing the passer?
I feel like I don't get how that's roughing the passer where I'm jumping. And it wasn't even late to me. I'm coming down. It's not like I'm running full speed and I just bulldoze into him and he got rid of the ball. But he let go. I was already in the air and I just came down and he ducked. So like, I don't know. I disagree with it, but I owe Terry on. You know, I took away his first career interception and I feel bad, but I'm gonna give him one again. Yes, sir.
How much were you guys motivated about the coach on the other side, Johnson?
Very motivated. We know coming into this game that this is personal. Really, all these games personals. But this one was just, we felt like we've been, you know, betrayed from the staff to the players. And, you know, we love Ben. We still love Ben. He's a great, you know, coach. He's a great mastermind. But yeah, it was time to get out there.
Wait, you said you felt what? Did you say betrayed? Or
Yeah.
okay.
Because he went to Chicago, or division, staying in division?
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, you know, just the motivation to, after last week's performance, I guess get this thing running. How important is that?
Big. We're now what 1-1 in our division. All these games we better go on a stretch, and you know each game is gonna be important that we play. So we gotta it was a great win, but we gotta move forward.
A lot more pressure, 4 sacks this week. Just when you guys are getting after the quarterback like you were today, just how much better of defense are you guys?
A dominant defense. When we can generate pressure like that, and you know get the quarterback behind the sticks, it allows us to really, you know, determine what they want to do. I feel like when they behind the sticks, it's not too many plays they can run. So like we playing our defense now when we get them behind the sticks.
Well, Ben betrayed things. Just because he went in division, I mean, did you expect him to take the job? Was there any?
That's above my pay grade.
I guess I'm at the root of it from like your point of view. And
My-
why you guys felt that way? Why you felt that way?
Yeah, he could have went anywhere else, but he got to see us again. So.
Can you talk about the confidence that you guys, did it grow as this game's going on? You guys, as a defense, did the chatter get a little bit more cocky from you guys as the game's going on? What was it like?
I wouldn't say that. I feel like, you know, we just played our brand of football. It was no talking. We knew we had a chip on our shoulder coming into this game, and you know we wanted to dominate. And I feel like, shoot, in some areas we did, in some areas we didn't.
How fun is your role in this? How fun is your role in this defense? I mean, you had a sack, a pressure, a pass defend, a forced fumble, and it seems like they allow you to play all over the field. How fun is that? How much does that suit your game with just how they use you?
It's very fun. Just knowing that they trust me, doing different things, you know, makes me just want to go harder and just wants to, you know, help my team. Whatever I can do to help my team win. That's what I'm here for.
Here you, Brian, did you guys come in like kind of pissed off into this game
Yes, sir.
because of last week or what?
Last week played a big factor into this too, because we felt like we shouldn't have lost that game. But, you know, we knew it was at stake with this game. Another division game. Chicago is a great team. Ben is, like I said, Ben's a great coach. And, you know, we got to play these boys again. So each game is going to be, we're going to have a chip on our shoulder.
Brian, Amin told us that Kirby masterminded the stumble bomb celebration. Share with us how that came to be.
Honestly, I don't even know. He just told me, be my running back. And when I seen him stumble, I was like, he doing what JG did last year. So I just ran up the field.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank y'all.